Hi guys, let's play a couple of missions with our friend Doctor Strange. I have a bit of a cold. Actually, I have had a pretty awful cold in the past few days. So sorry if I sound even more as if I had the cold than usual. Uh, so let's talk to our friend Cyborg.
About Trigon's sin demons? Brother Blood raised them and now they're all over Metropolis, corrupting people and feeding Trigon's energy. We don't put a stop to this, Trigon will rise.
Also, the new trailer for Doctor Strange came out yesterday. So I guess it's a good way to celebrate that first trailer. If you didn't check it yet, go check it on YouTube. It's only worth it. If you're a classic Doctor Strange fan, you will be happy. Essentially, the character looks like Doctor Strange, and even the Sanctum Sanctorum looks pretty cool. They did a good job capturing the essence of the character. The only uh, the only drawback I would mention is that instead of going into weird dimension like we would see in the comics, they went with some sort of a Inception type of weird reality. Oh, where's our friend, Dr. Fate? Well, let's say hi to our friend. We can interact with him.
Allies, come to my aid.
Ah, that's so sweet. Never realized we could interact with bounties. Let's go grab the.
We could really use your help. Those demons tore into this armored car.
I guess it's fitting. Doctor Strange fighting some evil demons. Let's summon our old friend. As you see, we have our old friend Fury with us. There's my kneeling power, which essentially makes me kneel an enemy. I'm using end blasters, as you can see. And there's my pull move, which could have sworn there was an enemy right there. That here is my pull move, which is pretty sweet.
Let's kill it. Thanks for stopping me before it was too late. Hope I don't lose my badge for this.
A red gem is rather fitting. Your master spilled much blood.
Serve, not loot and pillage. Go away. This is our dead fingers.
As you see, our friend Fury does pretty much the lion's share of the damage, it seems. A lot of people have been complaining a bit about that. Essentially, that the NPC or the minion, I'm sure I'll get it at some point. That the pet does actually more damage than the character itself. Which I guess I can understand the criticism.
Stopping me before it was too late. Let's kill it.
I know I'm spamming a little too much.
Don't be noble. Take what you want.
Let's just have a little refresher. So essentially, our pull move grants a red soul, which pretty much seems to start the advanced mechanic, and also it inflicts bad karma. So this inflicts bad karma. This inflicts bad karma.
Go rob your own protect and serve, not loot and pillage.
You're a fool.
And yeah, I do have a tendency sometimes to try to do essentially I have a celestial combo with my pull when I play my Black Lantern Batman, and somehow I'm still trying to do my celestial combo with our friend Doctor Strange when I do my pull move.
Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Let's kill it. Rob your own truck, dirtbag. Hero.
I guess we might be done. Although, let's kill one more greed demon just to be sure. I guess we're done here.
I'm triangulating the
Let's
source
equip
focus
our.
device.
Oh, we got some
Try
nice
not to turn her
gloves
raven his pride, so you won't be seeing that sin.
and some nice
Just
new
try
end
if it
blasters.
possesses her again.
Just making sure we're done here. Well, I guess we are.
With each devoured soul, these
So
gluttony
let's move on
demons
to the
lose
next
track of the power
next part of
humans
the
put us
quest.
through. Eliminate these demons and revert any corrupted citizens back to themselves.
So I haven't been able to post as much as I wanted to lately. Work has been a bit crazy, and also I had a pretty big cold not too long ago. So
Plantation cannot be destroyed, but it can be managed.
Those glutton crazy citizens are attacking
sadly, when you
every
live in the big
hostile
white
guard they
north,
see. We gotta keep them from
getting a cold is not a rare thing. Sadly, it had been pretty warm for a while, and then sadly the cold came back with a vengeance, you could say. But also we had the servers have been acting up, so that's another reason for not playing so much lately. Which I'm sure a lot of you guys understand. I've seen some of the comments on the forums of a lot of unhappy players. Were really not happy with not being able to play for several days. I should read a bit more about the sorcery power just to understand a bit more how it actually works. Although, even not knowing like the minutiae of the powers, it's still fairly easy to do well with it, as you can see. And as I mentioned, I know a lot of people say that the pet is the one actually doing most of the work, which could be true. But I do have a Wonder Woman character on PC that I should be able to use as a comparison. So essentially, I'm planning to have I have Wonder Woman character who's she's using sorcery as well, but I'm hoping to I'm going to use her without using the pets, and we'll see how differently it goes. I suspect she probably won't be as powerful as our Doctor Strange. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. When we got a new title.
Those were bad. Just wait until Trigon rises. I've triangulated their source.
So I guess we're done here.
Updating your map.
Unless we still have a side quest we didn't do. So let's complete this one. Oh, that's some nice shoulders. Ah, and we got a nice round Eastern rug, which actually would go pretty well in Doctor Strange's hideout. But we seem to still have fresh meat. Which one is it? 3 out of 5. I guess what I'm looking for are the guys with the hot dog stands, which there they are. Sometimes if you don't see the guys you're looking for in a specific place, if you clear out the enemies that are there, even if it's not the enemies you're looking for, uh, it could increase the chances that the enemies you are looking for will spawn. So sometimes there's a random element in when enemy spawns. So let's say I was to defeat that little guy there. It's not impossible that instead of another gluttony demon, but maybe a hot dog stand would spawn instead.
I did that side mission earlier.
Oh. So I guess you got a fairly new Wonder Woman mentored character. Let's focus on the hot dog stand. Let's get out of here. So let's move on to the next part, which will take us to our friend Brother Blood at some point. Let's go explore the Superman statue. I don't think we have that explore. We don't. Ooh, and there's an evil villain right here. So let's pick up the side quest first.
Greetings. The Sentinels
So as you
have
can see, I
brought
didn't
us.
do any explore really with this little guy. So whenever I get to a new place, odds are some explore feat will appear.
Sea gems for preservation in itself is a challenge to slay.
We're going to try and stay away from the Avatar of Sin. Although there's a few friends here. Oh, let's give them a hand. I guess our friend, the Super Lady, whatever, they never noticed that the Avatar of Sin is going after him. Let's get out of here. Sadly, we're truly no match for the Avatar of Sin. Like as you can see, he's combat rating 46, and it's more than just being combat rating 46. He's combat rating 46 for a full group of players. So even a solo player at combat rating 46 would have a hard time. And being level 20, we're no match for him at all. With a bit of luck, if we had 2 or 3 other players helping us, we probably could have done. Like if those 2 guys would have helped us, maybe we could have done something, but maybe not.
Unthinkable. I hate violence. Unthinkable. I hate violence.
So I guess the Avatar of Sin disappeared. Or they'll probably reappear in a bit. And we have our friend Daredevil right there. Looks not bad.
No hard feelings, right?
Not sure which are the corrupted citizen. Let's focus on the Wrath Demon for a bit, and we'll go for the citizens after. So as you see, our friend Avatar of Sin is back. Let's try and see if we can help our friend over there. Well, let's use our supercharge. I never really got the chance to use it. Holy crap. So we got more than a bit lucky. We had a good friend to help us out. Otherwise, there's no way we could have defeated the Avatar of Sin. You may have noticed, essentially, he was keeping the Avatar pretty much on himself most of the fight.
No hard feelings, right?
And he was powerful enough that the Avatar didn't really seem to do that much damage to him. Well, I think I got the civilians I needed. So let's try and focus on the demons. So let's try and focus on just what I need so that I leave the civilians for other players. There seems to be quite a few players doing this mission today. So one last demon and we'll be done. Let's go there. Oh, we got too late. Well, the Avatar of Sin is back. Most of them wanted respawn pretty quick, so even if you miss out on them, you just wait a bit and they'll be back. So wanted Avatar of Sin, it's going to give us a mark of victory. Also, I think, oh yeah. Let's see. Well, we got a few.
You've seen the
points.
Doctor Strange teaser trailer.
Oh yeah, it's been. It was pretty sweet to see that.
Yet.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it a couple of times. I've seen it last night, pretty late last night. I worked pretty late last night, and then when I watched I checked on YouTube quickly to see if there was anything new. The teaser was there. It was all kinds of awesome. Seeing the window with within the Sanctum Sanctorum within his lair, it was pretty sweet. Seeing how they stayed close to what it is in the comic, but they added to it. So that was pretty awesome. And also the character looks pretty much like he did in the first few issues by Steve Ditko, which makes it even more awesome. So let's see, for what could I take here? Oh, and someone just mentioned he's watching. Let's go for that. Let's see who's watching our live. Why, Stiggy 9211. Thanks for watching. It's always appreciated. I guess you're one of those people who multitasks, which I can understand. Sometimes I'll play and watch YouTube videos at the same time. So I understand the feeling. So thanks for watching. It's always appreciated. And even more appreciated, I have noticed that some of you guys have been sharing those videos, which is even more awesome. I'd like to thank you all for that. Oh yeah, it does show up. I can see you. I can see your tell right now, and I'm sure people watching will see your tell also. And also after the live, essentially when I'm done doing the live streaming, uh, YouTube processes the video and keeps it forever.
Wanna see a magic trick?
Yuck. All these demons in here cannot be sanitary. They all feed Blood's rituals, so take them out and drain his power.
So I noticed you said hi earlier, and I didn't notice that. Usually when I play by myself, I don't really keep an eye on the chat window.
If you would be so kind, could you possibly collect samples from the fallen demons to
Of course, it's awesome, and you're awesome. And thanks for watching.
Come on, follow me.
So I give a little boost to my pet, which already was pretty
Let us
powerful,
show
I
you some
thought.
real magic.
So let's see if it makes a difference, or how big of a difference it makes.
Behind us! Stand back while I take down this barrier.
Sorcery is one of those powers that I know the least, so I'll probably learn as much as you guys playing this character. Sorcery and nature are probably the two powers I'm not very familiar with. But I'll get there someday. I seem to recall it's pretty tricky in here. Essentially, a lot of evil followers will spawn, so let's try not to get surrounded by them. I guess we have no choice. To trigger them, yeah, we have to come here. So let's summon our little friends. I guess this was a well-timed supercharge. I'm not sure what the yellow dot here is supposed to be. Doesn't matter. So let's look around a bit. There doesn't seem to be much anything else.
Millionaire. I don't need petty cash.
So usually I try to be a bit careful when I reach this part of the mission. There's a few times where somehow I could not complete the mission at the end. Like the mission would not complete itself.
To interrupt our
Uh,
assembly.
and
Destroy them.
there was no miracle when that happened. All I had to do was I had to leave the mission and wait a bit for the mission to reset and then redo the mission. Doesn't happen all that often, but it did happen a couple of times. Like the first time I remember going to see our friend Cyborg, and I couldn't complete the mission somehow.
With the power of Trigon, demons arise and destroy them.
And at first I thought that maybe I hadn't interacted with an NPC at the end of the quest, like maybe you had to talk to Zatanna to complete the quest, or Dr. Fate, or... No, it's just that somehow as I finished the quest, the trigger saying that I had done the quest somehow never happened. It wasn't a big deal, I just had to wait for the quest to reset and then do it again. I'm spamming a little too much. I'll try to conserve power a bit more.
When the world burns,
I love spamming powers. I'm sure you guys have noticed.
nothing but ash.
But sometimes I do it a little too much. Like now. Which is probably one of the reasons why for the longest time I was always playing in controller role. Uh, the first reason is that I only had controller gear. Like essentially, I was playing my Magneto character, and I was building his controller gear, and I didn't want to build a controller set and a DPS set. And also, we didn't have armories back then, so switching from controller gear to DPS gear was a bit of a pain in the butt.
Your fate is to be my
So
bride.
essentially, I would use my PvP gear as my DPS gear at the time, if I really needed to DPS. So I would play as a controller because as a controller I could refill my own power thanks to the power over time quicker. So it would allow me to spam my powers a bit more than if I was playing DPS. At the time there was no such thing as the advanced mechanics. So regenerating your power as a DPS was not really a thing at the time.
Trigon will rise.
And we got the same wings twice. Oh well, doesn't really matter. So as you see, okay, we have to speak to Dr. Fate.
Brother Blood is dangerously close to raising Trigon. We have stopped him now.
And we should be done.
This plane.
Trust me, I'm always ready. Greed, envy, lust, wrath. My sin is pride. It was a gift from my father, the demon Trigon. I have fought this evil all my life. I found a new family, the Titans, and more. They stand with me against Trigon and his cult of blood, for Brother Blood will never rest with Trigon's energy on this plane. Trigon will rise. And just as surely, we will be there to meet him.
Sorry about that. I love those cinematics, and I somehow wanted to watch this one. So I guess we're done here. So let's go see our friend Cyborg.
Difficult to resist the temptation to boast.
Keep up the cool videos, I watch them all.
Well, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. I heard something. Oh, there it is.
You have triumphed. Trigon will not rise this day. Brother Blood must replenish his powers before he can strike again. Return to Cyborg and tell him that for now, we triumph.
My pleasure keeps me busy at work.
Well, if it can keep you distracted from your work, that's good. So let's complete with our friend Cyborg.
Brother Blood's plans. Consider yourself invited to kick Trigon's butt with the Titans anytime.
Poison ivy's reported loose in Gotham.
Oh,
Check
we
in
got a
with
nice
Robin
pair
at
of
the East End
pants.
police station.
Sadly,
He's
not
got
so
a plan
nice.
to take her back to Arkham.
But the back piece is actually pretty good, though. So let's use the back piece. Let's consume the plant. The bow, not so useful. Let's consume the rug and the occult table. So let's go back to our base. We'll repair a bit, decorate a bit, and that'll be it for today, I think. So for those of you guys who started watching halfway through the live stream, essentially once I'm done doing those video lives, uh, it just take a while for YouTube to process those videos and then eventually add them as new videos. So if you somehow missed half of the live stream and would like to see it all, just wait a bit and the whole video will be on YouTube before long. It usually doesn't take that long, but sometimes it takes a bit longer for reasons, I suppose. Let's put a nice shrug. Yeah, let's put it here. Let's put this little table here. I don't have much yet, but eventually we'll get a base that looks presentable. And before I forget, let's go and sell and repair and all that good stuff. Oh, I'll keep the weapons just in case, but everything else can go. This one, I've already used it. We can sell the Sword of Color Classics. Which reminds me, what sword am I using? Oh, well, let's trade our colas. Just one stack will be good enough for now. I should try to get the Miraculous Cape at some point. It should look good on this character. And essentially, in the long term, I'll probably have an armory with this cape here, and I know the other armory with the Miraculous Cape, which kind of looks more like the classic cape that Doctor Strange had in the beginning. At first, he only had like a blue cape with a big collar, pretty much like the Miraculous Cape. But later down the line, he had the red cape with the yellow trim that pretty much looks like the Ra's al Ghul cape that we have right now. So in the long term, I'll have an armory set with each look. We'll see. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So essentially, if you missed most of the live stream, the video will be up on YouTube as soon as YouTube is done processing it. So you should be able to watch the whole thing. I'd like to appreciate those of you who are sharing the videos and leaving comments and all that good stuff. It's always appreciated. So thank you very much, guys. And that's pretty much it for now. So hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.